gosh, all 0 of you don't care. Oh my gosh. I have been struggling with internet as well as my newly-ish exchange of a PC and my mother effing phone because since I think Sunday, I've been having problems because my husband slash editor wanted me to use his computer because he wanted to upgrade to a nicer slash more sturdier, stronger PC, which he did, and he kept insisting his is still a lot better. His older computer is still a lot better than my computer, and I didn't want to change it because it's a bit laggy. Forgiving about that because that's how I am. But he's like, I'm gonna get you to switch that other one. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And so I did, and I had to move my stuff around, and it for now it works, but I've been receiving a lot of issues in terms of internet. It's a lot worse on this one. It runs faster, but my internet's worse. Like, how does that make sense? I'm not the smartest crayon in the box, but please make it make sense, you know? And then the other thing is, I kind of want to change a whole bunch of things. For starters, I want a new PC and I want a new monitor. But I actually got a new mouse. It's not grimy anymore, thankfully, and a new keyboard. I will not show it right now, but it's lit up and it's pretty nice. Though for some reason, it's stuck on red. So yeah, I can't complain too much. However, the need to not complain dies fast. And if you hear background noise, it's Friday, and so my kid is having fun with some other kids, apparently much older kids. I don't want to get into that. But yeah, I encountered a multitude of problems throughout this week, most internet related, and it drove me nuts. Then I also outside of the house and possible. And then I did the live stream, but I apologize. I try not to be late, but I think with this summer schedule, I try to, okay, not really. I passed out. Not real passed out, just I fell asleep passed out, you know? And so by the time I got up, it was already 11:07. I was like, I'm late for my live stream. So I was scrambling like a headless chicken to get my stupid, and I didn't was just ranting, and I apologize for that. That was uncalled for. Though some people need to be called stupid to realize, oh, I need to stop doing the thing. But nowadays with the internet and social habits nowadays due to the internet intertwining with real life, I feel like we are too soft on when we're being told we're idiots. And everyone's an idiot. We got to admit that. I'm an idiot in other things. You're an idiot for other things, and that's okay as long as you realize I done effed up. I need to fix my habits and learn from them and not do them again. But not all people, but a good chunk of us with internet and what do you call them, echo chambers, they tend to not believe that what they're doing is not wrong and it's not harmful to others. And so there's this whole train wreck circus production of a baby of some sort, and it's chaos. Anyway, so why am I talking about this? So I did the live stream, right? And I kind of got cut off near the end. And I kind of debated whether or not I also archived that away, but then I got lazy. Not so much lazy, I'm kidding, because right after I got cut off towards the end of the live stream, you know what happened? My phone died. This sucker here, 2 years old, died. And so I was like, what the hell? It's a nice phone. I don't have cracks or crap or anything. See, nice and shiny, a bit scuffed up, but it's a lot better than my Samsung. My Samsung is beat up, but that one still works. And that was what I was relying on for like a day and a half. And so what happened with my phone, I've been ranting on it on Insta. So if you heard of it and you were from Insta, you can carry on with your life. But what basically happened was I noticed in the morning when I was trying to charge this phone, it was slowly not fully functioning it, and it was showing that it is charging, but it kept saying 64%. And it said that for like 15 minutes. You know what happens when you see something weird on your computer or your phone or whatever. You want to restart it. So I did. And then ever since then, my phone never turned on ever again. Lovely. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And this wasn't, but that one was a little different. That one was, no, it was eerily similar, actually. That one also got stupidly hot. This other phone was hot this morning because I had it face down under the pillow, and I think it got hot by accident. And so, this wasn't a first time issue. It's happened before, but this time it refuses to turn on. I looked on YouTube, I looked on Google, I did all those weird ass kooky methods of trying to get something started. I press two buttons, both volumes. I press upper volume, press lower volume with the power button. I put the damn thing in the freezer. They said freezer. I also let it charge. Nothing was happening. Just that white light kept flickering, and I can do that reboot sort of graphic with the options with using the volume keys, whether or not I want to start, reboot, recovery, safe mode. And I picked almost all of them except barcodes, and nothing worked. Pissed me the hell off. So I had to basically take out my SIM card, put it in ye old faithful, the Samsung S7. It still works. And I was able to make phone calls and go online from there. Right? And so they went away. I saw you. And so it was so annoying. Plus, a lot of my games and pictures that I took are still in my internal hard drive. And so I'm quite sad that I'll most likely lose them unless I go to a repair shop of some sort and try to get that sorted out. I heard of a place that's quite affordable. They didn't mention in the hundreds range, but I am curious as to whether or not I can go there next week before some things happen in July. But I also, I'm not sure because I just bought a new phone. In a panic, the other option is I just stick with my other phone. But my Samsung, while it's still pretty solid, it still has issues where it kind of flickers with the screen. I'm using it long term, so I settled for getting a new phone. And you would think if I more expensive brand, but again, it's more expensive. I used up money for funds last week that were annoying, but I had to pay them off. So it's not like I'm super strapped for cash, but I also don't want to spend too much anymore. So I have to settle for a slightly affordable, but the quality seems good for its time phone. And it's right here. And so I like it. It's a lot better than my last phone, obviously, but there's still some kinks that I don't really like right now. Like, I can't do reels properly. I'm like, what? How is that a thing? Which is weird because I didn't have this issue with my other phone, but this one has Android 14. I'm pretty sure the one I have is either Android 11 or Android 12, but I'm pretty sure it's between 10 and 11. So I'm a little worried that even though I upgraded my phone and updated everything, it was just released some weeks ago, it's still giving me problems. Thing won't turn on, piece of crap. And so I was like, what the heck? So while my phone is dead, I still want to take out all my pictures, videos, whatever else I have stored in there that my whatever I have backed up in the cloud thingy that wasn't able to be transferred. So for me to do that, I may have to get it sent to repairs, and I'm kind of worried about that. I'm still looking into a place that actually does a good job, but isn't so hell bent on stealing the remnants of my wallet, you know. So yeah, that was my plight up to today, where I finally got the phone. No, I got it yesterday. It was same day delivery. That funny enough, because I was up early. And so I managed to get that phone the same day. Then I forgot, oh, I need a phone case. So I purchased a phone case with a screen protector. Hopefully it's okay. The thing about this brand of phone is that it does not have good looking phone cases, unlike Apple. And while Apple is all nice and all, I'm like, what? Why do you do this? There were a few cute ones, but too girly and too much glitter and bling and all that stuff. It never suit me. It's too shiny. I'm like, oh, okay, this doesn't go with me. And whereas, who's bothering me? Who is bothering me? Oh, that's something else. Sorry. So yeah, I have been problems. I get it. But when things are not working and your main phone's not working, it's kind of annoying. And then I have passwords stored away somewhere. Relying on an app to keep all your passwords kind of freaks me out, especially when everything gets hacked so easily nowadays. So I just save it somewhere on my computer that not a lot of people. Good luck finding it. I am a hoarder in references and documents and all that stuff. So good luck trying to find my stuff. Also keep it on paper. So I have a multitude of scrap papers with passwords on it. So while it's not the best option, it is an option that works for me. You know? Okay, so I gotta wait for this to settle a bit. I was also working on Chunky Fat Babies with her little teeth. Oh my gosh, what is that? It's a cute dog, but my gosh, she is. I'm not even sure if she's alive right now. This was like 2011 when this picture took place. It's 2024. So I'm pretty sure she's not that great in health. She was already dragging her tummy from the get-go. And so yeah, it was incredibly stressful or things may break as well. I do have at least one more phone on hand, but I'm kind of hesitant. Anyway, yeah. Sorry that was a bit of a long-winded explanation as to what's been going on this freaking week. But that's what's been going on, and that's what I can say with that. Okay, is this not yet? This one, I don't know. And I also can't hang around here too long. It's going to be like, I have to clean up a bit more. I did a majority of the cleaning, thankfully, but there's just I realized there's more dishes here. I was like, oh, I thought I washed the dishes, but wait, there's more. Yeah. Okay, so Chunky Fat Baby. Where? Oh, okay. Okay, so I also have been not busy with my art stuff because I was freaking out about my dumb phone not working. And finally deciding to get a new phone because I don't see this dang thing working anytime soon, unfortunately. And it kind of annoyed me. I didn't even have it that long. It's been since 2022, I think. Not that long ago. But then, okay. Sorry, just now someone a whole bunch of my things. And while I'm thankful, okay, there's a lot of things. Good. I thank you. I thank you so much. And so, yeah, this is not a real struggle. I know other places in the world, they're dealing with much worse that don't involve a phone, that involve their real lives. And yes, we can go that nah, I'm just telling you what's been going on this week. That's all that is, okay? Don't worry about that. I'm not being like, this is me and my struggles are more important and more vital than other people and blah. No, it's not like that. Also, I'm sorry if I came off last week as a bit kind of ranty. I noticed recent live streams are a lot more ranty induced. I tried not to, but they left. But the thing was, I think I was just reacting to what I've been seeing online recently, and it's kind of a downer, a lot of downers, not so many good things. I feel like the negative things in social media and mainstream media, because they leave a more lasting impact in our memory, whereas good things like cute things or good news or a cure for what disease or what have you, or someone invented a life-changing invention that can help with climate change or preserve our environment a lot more than what we're doing right now, which is like throwing trash everywhere and dumping crap and doo-doo everywhere. And so it's really nice to see actual good news, but it's just swallowed up by all this sensationalized bad news and all this weird stuff, like that whole stuff about cities and homelessness and this and that. Yeah, that's a thing, but that's not the only. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not all of New York, that's not all of San Francisco, that's not all of LA. And I've been to LA. It's pretty tame compared to here where I'm at, but on the other side is I'm not there long enough to to fully say yes, that's totally not true. There's probably some areas where it is quite nasty. It is what they say it is, but we also cannot just say that is how that place is and it's terrible, because they already had the same thing with where I'm at. And so don't always believe what you see in the news and the media all the time. You can just look at that, and also you can't even dispute just, and it's kind of hard to determine when people are really good at lying nowadays. Internet, thank you so much for that feature. Anything online recently? I'm gonna have to cut it short because I have to help out with dishes. And so that's not me. That's another room. You barbecue poo, thank you for sharing. And so tonight, I swear this time I was super freaking out about my dumb phone. I'm sorry. So later tonight I will start resume commenting on the basic stuff, the ones where you get long-winded and start telling me about the intricacies of war and the art of war and insert racist stuff about what country and blah, and political propaganda, this and that. I'm not going to answer that. You can enjoy that conversation amongst yourselves, and hopefully you said some nice things. I'm going to assume that. I want to assume that, but probably not, because I do read the comments, mind you. No matter what language, I read the comments. So yeah, I will answer those in a bit later. Maybe I want to catch up on my art. I have not been doing as much due to the ongoing panic, apparently. But I want to start on watercolors. I was starting to get ready with that in my last live stream, but I was cut off so violently. Not really violently, I'm just saying. So suddenly last minute, and I was like, shit. So I may try to okay. Sorry, someone sent me a message. And then what else? Anything going on? Live streams have been a hassle. I was testing my new phone on Instagram just now. It's pretty good. The quality seems all right. Audio, I'm not entirely sure yet. It's a bit weird sounding, but not too bad. I don't know. I notice things weird because I'm nuts. Are those boobs? Sorry. shorts yet because, as I mentioned, this was happening, but let's find out because I don't know yet. And then anything online that I can talk about? There's so many things people talk about online that doesn't make sense to me. Like when they start talking about social justice online, and look, that's none of my business, but a lot of people online try to make it other people's business when they really don't want to give a crap about that stuff. At the same time, though, I try not to have much I don't care. That's the other thing. Do whatever, okay? But one of the things I saw online recently was how some people take food and nutrition way too lightly. And by that, I mean they talk about fat acceptance and it's okay problems, gout, um, dental, organ problems and failure, a whole multitude of problems, immune system especially. But the thing is, in whatever shape you have, it's good to do it while you are improving your health and maintaining your health. And French fries and a multitude of Starbucks coffee, frappuccino, whatever's in your car at 3 a.m, And before, like, there's so many recalls, so many reports on a lot of childhood snacks and drinks that I've grown up with being labeled as poison, not poison, but like they have a multitude of cancer inducing agents, cancer inducing or lead or cadmium, and that cause cancers and reproductive issues. Have kids, but what if they want to have kids but they can't? And what they grew up eating is stuff that causes these reproductive issues. I'm not saying that's the case, allegedly, but it kind of makes sense sometimes with like, how come, you want to have children, but what's wrong with what's going on there? And then a lot of it could be tied to food. I'm not saying it is, but with all these things saying like they can be causing reproductive harm, I wouldn't be that surprised. And so, not to mention with American portions are quite large and we eat larger quantities than other countries. I'm pretty sure we do. Well, China's debatable, but for sure in the US, we have much larger portions, larger plate sizes in certain states and cities. So it's kind of to be healthy when you're raised to believe like that's the right amount of food you got. The other thing is if you try to lose weight, some people shame you for that and they make you feel bad for trying to improve on your health and to feel better and confident in yourself. And so what flickered? Oh, maybe it's an ad. And so it's sad, this messed up life cycle of trying to stay healthy, but then if you try to lose weight, people shame you for it. If you try to gain weight, I mean, if you remain fat and get fatter, and then, people still, no matter what you do, you're always, there's always someone that gets mad at you. And, but when they get mad at you, sometimes it's out of care. It's like, I worry about your health. How long are you going to live to see grandchildren? How long are you here to see be with your family with their own milestones, your children? And so you have to take that into consideration. And how seriously do you want to be there for your family long term? But if you neglect that and you ignore the signs, and your body has ways of telling you signs, your body will turn against you and not want to deal with your shit anymore. It's like, you know what? I throw in the towel. I can't do this. This is too much for me. And your body has a multitude of ways of telling you, you got to stop this shit. You got to get better, or we'll never get better, or, we did. That's it. And so to no opinion, but I do have an opinion like you need to take care of yourself. And if that means being fat, obviously, but if you have the opportunity to change yourself, to change your under professional supervision to make sure you're going the right direction and you don't overexceed or you don't harm yourself, and have as much support as you can get, and just keep at it. It's if you don't take care of yourself, sooner or later something will get you. And it sounds like a threat, but hey, that's the threat of life. You mess around, see what happens. So as for me, I was already told, despite having good results in my recent vitals and results, I still have to be careful of myself. Even if I do indulge with sweets, I have to limit it a lot more than what I was doing before I got sick. And so I have to take care of myself and not just lecture people and then don't. I also have to watch my health, watch my sleep patterns, manage stress levels. Oh, I'm technically doing that on live stream. So yeah, it's scary, especially when mortality plays a role in determining whether or not you can live longer, or guess what? You fucked up. But it's not always the case. Sometimes you can be the healthiest person in the world and then you get hit by a bus. Things happen. It sucks. But at the same time, if there are preventable things that are happening to you and you can still have a chance to improve your health, by all means, take it. Take that opportunity to improve yourself and your health. And I'm trying my best to do that. Or at least I try not to eat as much and snack as much. But yeah, it's not easy, especially when you go to like parties or gatherings where there's a lot of food and they say, how come you're not eating so much? Eat more. I have that in my family. And so it's stressful, but yeah, you gotta do what you can to live longer if you want to live longer, especially if you have a family of your own. And even if you don't have a family of your own, don't you want to live longer and have more yummy, or and traveling to places you haven't been to and see the sights and all that crap? Sometimes not worth a damn if me and my advice, I don't know. But again, it's a case-by-case basis. I cannot say everyone has the same things and this will be the solution. There may be other alternatives that will suit your circumstance, because my family and my editor will show up soon and I gotta clean up. And I'm just kidding. Why do they look like little boobies? So yeah, just take care of yourself the best, or check online, but just be careful when you check online. There's a versus another, and then blah blah blah. But if you're totally not sure, you should talk to someone in your healthcare, call it, those people that help with dietary needs. That would be great. And yeah, let me see if someone just showed up. I'll be right back. Hopefully my internet will not. Oh, thanks for sharing. No. The editor asked our boy, you want to see Dada cook? And my son said no. Be nice, man. Be nice. Sheesh. Okay, so I was going to wrap up a bit early because this internet is super wonky. I don't know what's going on. Like even earlier today, login, but trying to set up my live stream, it was not working, and my son has a fart feature in his game. Lovely. So yeah. Oh my gosh, what's going on there? So yeah, I just think that we have to take care of ourselves, but there are a multitude of ways of doing that because everyone is different, and we have options. It's just up to us to take the advice or take what we are told and figure out what we can do with said advice. Okay, either take it or leave it, and if you do take it, there are options and a multitude of options on how to take care of ourselves, whether we may like it or not. So yeah, it's hard to be serious when there's farting noise behind you, you know. Okay, so now that this is good, okay, now I will try to do something here and then I will wrap things up, I swear. So where is my, I had a white pen. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Oh no. Where's my pen? Oh gosh. Oh no, where did the, oh, it's here. Find me. Oopsie doodles. I acrylic paint pen because we'll see. Okay, so I was trying to do ocean ripples on here because I love that look, and it. Well, it's good to have a first coat. Is there anything good going on besides all this stuff online? Because every time I look online and, oh, I can talk about that, it just gets into this soapbox lecture, and I don't like lecturing people because not just because I say things doesn't mean people will listen. You know. Do you have to fart so much, sir? Apparently so. So, anything else going on? Well, there are things, but I don't want to talk about it until it happens, and then by the time I mention it, I'm already doing the thing. So I want to with that upcoming event later on and see if it works out. If it does, I don't mind showing that stuff a little bit, but not too much. Okay, just a little bit. But then as to what it is, I'll keep it as a surprise. Though I probably have to make an announcement to some on my YouTube and Instagram at least, so I don't make people let them hang, you know. Okay, so this is kind of ugly. I could achieve this better with a paint pen, but yeah, it is quite rough. Much rough. And I didn't do much on Alphonse Elric. I'm sorry, because I got stuff to do. Hey, don't talk about poo too much. I say that, then resumes the fart noises. That's the luck of my life. Well, that's what I get. I do think poop jokes and fart jokes are funny, so it didn't fall far from the jury, apparently. My toilet humor, anyway. I was trying to watch old anime and reread some of my webtoons that I stopped reading, but there were some that I did love. Person, and it's like, what ridiculously billionaire-esque rich friend. I think that I'm not sure if that's like I can only say that from surface level because I don't really watch Korean drama, and that's all I know. But I'm not saying watching a few because I keep hearing good things about it. But even recently, like maybe a month or two ago, tried to watch a few, but they didn't finish the series. But I guess like, oh, if you like it, you can watch it elsewhere. But I watched enough, but not enough for me to have my interest peaked, I guess. So I like Japanese forgive, but it's they have some weird interesting but weird stories, especially in the 90s and early 2000s. 2010s I don't know yet. I kind of started losing track, but I used to watch a lot of K-dramas. Oh, what I say K-dramas? J-dramas, Japanese dramas. Chinese I haven't yet. I did finish one Filipino drama and it was a bit much, but I was able to be interested enough to finish it. So that won up the Korean drama department for me. I forgot the name though. If I remember the name, maybe I'll say in the next live stream because it was kind of interesting, but a bit humble guy, but he's really good looking. You know, that was the only Filipino drama I watched, and it was of it and not go on with